this is part two. We'll see what happens. We'll see who joins. We'll see who joins. I got to go to the park again today. And it was nice to go to the park 2 days in a row. I need my car to stop showing the low coolant light. I need my car to stop showing the low coolant light. Once that goes away, and once I get new tires, I need new tires on my car. My life was interrupted by a heart attack. Everything seemed to be going well until I had a heart attack. Or whatever they call it. Whatever they call it when your chest cavity fills with liquid and you can't breathe. Carter. What? Carter makes Ronaldo edits. That's really long to read. How do you get a shout out? You had a heart attack? Yep. I think it's 2022. In 2022, I'm not sure if it's called a heart attack, congestive heart failure. So I guess that's part of a heart attack. No, yeah, congestive heart failure. That means your vessels are blocked with plaque. Yeah, your vessels, your arteries are blocked with plaque. So they call that congestive heart failure. Your heart fails because it can't pump right. And it didn't kill me. It's almost like, wow. Most people die of congestive heart failure. And a lot of other things. What was the other one? This is not the adult show. It can be if no kids are here. It can be. I haven't noticed any kids. I had to stop my last live because the chat wasn't working. I had to start a new live because the chat wasn't working. So now that it's working, we're back on track. God bless you. Hey, how are you? Wow, I'm glad I started. I was thinking I should do a live tonight. Tonight is like 6:58. So maybe I'll do this until 8 o'clock. Georgia time. I'm on Georgia time. You look like Forrest Whitaker. I look like Forrest Whitaker? He was in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Do you believe in God? Yes. I believe in God. A lot of people think they know God, but God, I think, is beyond what we can know. Everybody thinks they understand and know God, but they also say he's unknowable. He's beyond our comprehension, or a mystery. Not only does he work in mysterious ways, but he is a mystery. Or we refer to God in the male. That's good. Old man, how are you? I'm doing all right. Fat niche. What is a fat niche? I'm being introduced to new slang, I guess. I'm really happy with the resolution. So is that Aramaic? No, that's Arabic. So what's the snitch about? What's that all about? Someone trolling? Is this a trolling? I hope my mom's all right. Those are harsh words. You quit playing with Ed. That's right, quit playing with Ed. trolling. Yeah, ignore the troller. I think snitch means to be a tattletale. Yeah, that's what it means. It means you tell something, you reveal something. That sounds funny. Oh, this. Who's the troller I just joined? The troller is, I guess, KG 30, and he just came on. Somebody I've never seen before, accusing me of something that's really heavy stuff. Guy is the troller. I don't snitch on anybody. Yeah, that sounds like a troll. O-T-Y. Oh, thank you for telling me. Okay. Wow, I got quite a turnout tonight. No, I did not. That is a false accusation. Do you know what a false accusation is? That's misinformation. We're going to go back to having fun. Anyway, that sounds like a troll. This guy is behaving like a troll. And we'll just watch him. We'll all watch him. Because, yeah, false accusations, that's a pretty serious thing. That's called perjury. Perjury. Defamation of character. Yeah, so yeah, it's pretty serious. Yes, it is. Defamation of character, false accusations. Yeah. Anyway, this is Eddie's Funhouse. And guess what? I'm the moderator. Bye, I have to go. Sub. Oh, I have to go. New sub. All right. So anyway, that's how the world is nowadays. Many people spread hate for no reason. I know. Yeah. Spread hate just to spread hate. They cause discord amongst the brethren. That's what the Bible calls it. Discord amongst the brethren. Sowing seeds of discord. Ed, chill. I will chill. This is a chill place. That's what I've been told. Eddie's Funhouse is way chill. We have our bells and whistles. All the bells and whistles. Wow, almost blew out the candle. What are your hobbies? My hobbies, I really like to carve. I like to whittle. I was doing a bit of that today when I was at the park. I found a sturdy branch and I started whittling on it. I also draw. People say I draw pretty well. What other hobbies? I like music, musical instruments. You got any kids? No, I don't have any kids. I have some nieces and nephews. love, oh, would love to see your art. Let me see if I can take this off the wall without knocking it off the wall. Here's a dragon I drew. It's not, it's pretty cool, I guess. This is a frame of one of the cartoons I did. When you look at my videos, there's a cartoon of a dragon. Let me see if I can hang this back up. I've been into drawing for a while. You like it? All right. I don't think I hung that right. Hold on. I'll wait till after the show. Maybe. Hold on. There we go. I wouldn't want that to come down because it's got glass. It's a glass cover. It's an actual frame. I need to get an 8.5 by 11 frame so that I don't have to tear the picture. That's what I should do. I should start selling my picture frames. Make a profit. I can make a profit. What other hobbies? Yeah, I like to draw, carve. I like to handicrafts. There are some, I made a pistol crossbow once. I still have it. I really wish I had a shop so I could make things. I used to have access to a shop and I bought tools. I really like making things. I can get pretty creative when I have the chance. I also like just, yeah, that's about it. Collecting. I guess you can call that a hobby. Collecting things. Do you have any carvings? People in to see exquisite stuff like that. It is. It's a rare talent. You know what I might do? I might carve something and then bring it to my live. If I have the tools handy, I can do some pretty good stuff. You should sometimes do these on live. That'll bring you great audience. Yeah. Right now, it's a lot of hurry up and wait, a lot of figuring stuff out in my late age. So I'll have to start showing off some of my work. Because like carvings, wood carving. I used to make all kinds of things out of wood. And I like to take up some painting, get some oil paints. I could be like that, who's that guy with the bushy hair, with the paint? I forgot his name already. He was a drill instructor in the Army. And he said that's why he talked, Rob Ross, that's the guy, Rob Ross. Rob Ross would always talk in a gentle tone, and he would talk about happy accidents. And I've had lots of happy accidents in my life. Accidents. That's right. Creativity. I was thinking about how people can be rehabilitated, give people a job, and have them do that job. For example, somebody messes up, they wind up incarcerated, you know, if they don't have a life sentence. They should be taught skills. And then they should have a job when they get out. When they're let out, they should go right into a job. They should have a job waiting for them when they come out. What they do is they set them up to fail, I believe. You know, when somebody does their time, they just put like $5 in their pocket and send them home. Their family's supposed to come pick them up, I guess, if they have any family. Yeah, if they have any family left after they're rehabilitated. So that's what they should do. Start with the job training while they're incarcerated, and then had them, as soon as they walk out those gates, they get a meal. You know, they get their freedom meal. You know, they get a place to stay and a job to go to. Don't just turn them loose and have them go back to what they were doing. I think it's all about planning. There's not a lot of planning involved in trying to rehabilitate. Some people do get rehabilitated. There are a lot of people I listen to, even on YouTube. They're let out and they start their own channel, you know, and they're doing pretty good. Like that 3-in-1 guy. 3-in-1. He's doing a YouTube channel. He's doing something with his time instead of backsliding. That's what the church calls it, backsliding or relapsing. Yes, that would be great. Yeah, life-changing. That's what needed. Because a lot of times they get themselves in trouble because they don't have any guidance. They don't have any real direction to go. They don't have proper role models. So they get the wrong role models and they wind up getting put in the slammer. Hello. And then they can read legal books. A lot of people get really good at legal books after they've been locked up. Legal books and lawyers and verbiage. Should I get a Ford Fiesta or a Carossa for my... You know what? I recommend a Toyota. Either a Toyota or a Honda. They are dependable cars. I had a Honda, and it was a used Honda, and I paid it off, and it worked well until I wrecked it. Yeah. Get yourself a Honda, because Hondas have a good track record. As long as you don't get into any accidents or misuse the car, make sure you change your oil, make sure you change your other fluids, and top off your fluids, and get new tires, have them rotated and aligned if you got the money. Cars, I think, can become money holes, or whatever, money pits. I'm tempted to get a BMW. If you can afford it, if you can afford a BMW. If you get it brand new, then sometimes they have scheduled maintenance. They can help you take care of the car. Mercedes, if you can get a Mercedes, those can run for a while. Because some of those, they have resale value. Get you a car that has a good resale value. Apparently, a good brand new, according to my dad, he had. Oh, really? So they are good. The BMW, Bavarian Motorways. First car should be cheap. That's right. You get experience driving it, and then you should go for the expensive ones. Yeah. Again, it becomes a burden. But is it a burden you can handle? Some used car lots, you can, like I bought my car right off the lot, and I paid for it outright. If you could pay for a car outright, then you don't have the financial burden. Then you can just direct all your money towards the repairs and make sure they still make parts for the car. Insurance getting higher. Yeah. It is. Isn't it crazy? Is life livable anymore? Just the basics. You have to have insurance. If you don't have insurance, you're in big trouble. Because a lot of times when you get into an accident, you you damage other cars. You hit one car, that car flies into another car. You could go bankrupt real fast, very easily. You could go. You just completely say goodbye to all your savings, all of your, say hello to maybe garnished wages. I don't know. In a pro in going karting, I feel like it's the same with driving. Yeah, karting and driving. If you can tolerate public transportation, if you can tolerate waiting for a bus, waiting for a train, or karting is fun, but very different from real driving. I know. Like those the go-karts, those gas-powered go-karts. And then there's bumper cars. You don't want to learn in a bumper car. That could be bad. What's nice is defensive driving. I might get a beater car. You know what? My brother, he can work on cars. If you're a good mechanic, get yourself a car you can work on. Again, make it sure it's a domestic car, because the parts will be cheaper. Yes, or like a Ford. Yeah, if you're in America, get yourself a Ford. Get yourself a Ford or a Chevrolet. My stepdad are planning on getting a project car. You know what? You're eventually getting a new car. If you keep replacing parts, you eventually get a new car. And it'll have more mileage because the wear and tear, the parts that wear and tear, you're replacing them. So you're getting more mileage out of that same car. Yeah, get yourself a car that's domestic. Get yourself a car that you can Google. Go to Google and go to YouTube, and a lot of people will tell you how to fix the car. Yeah, yeah. Become familiar with your car. If ever something breaks down, like your water pump or your alternator, I had my Mercedes. I had to get a new alternator, and I didn't know about fan belts. I bought a new alternator, and I installed it, but I tightened the fan belt too much, and it destroyed the water pump. So yeah, you got to do your research if you're going to start working on your car. Figure out all that, because then you'll wind up with problems that you won't normally have. Do you recommend getting cars which are good in? Yes, safety ratings. Teslas. Teslas, I heard, were really high. They had a high safety rating. I am thinking of getting a van so I can transfer into. Yeah, that might work. By ma'am, disabled. Uh, I might get a. You know what? Vans, you can use them as utility vehicles. Like if you want to haul around your tools, if you want to groom. There was a woman who was a groomer, a dog groomer, and she turned her van into a moving dog groomer. It was a mobile dog grooming business. Oh, yeah. What about Teslas? Yeah, I don't really like electrics. Yeah. What do you do with those batteries when the batteries no longer hold a charge? They become part of the problem. Only one like I was BMW. I have a 128i, and you know what? It's a 10-year-old car, and I think that's why I'm having so many problems with it. The problems isn't the car, it's when I take it for recalls. I have had that vehicle, and it's been recalled at least 3 times. At least 3 times. There's 2 times that I can remember. I have to drive all the way out to Atlanta, Georgia, to do the recall. The recall is free, but then every time I take my car in for a recall, there's a problem with it. Yeah, repairs and everything. The part itself and having someone do the work. It's the labor, the parts and labor. I didn't know that. I thought buying a BMW, I would have a trouble-free car. I'd say, oh wow, this car, it's not that old. When I bought it, it wasn't that old. And I thought, wow, this is going to be a good car. I won't have any problems because BMWs are good cars. But the wear and tear, it's the age of the car. Like, there were some brake sensors that needed to be replaced. There were some coil packs that needed to be replaced. And I guess once you replace all those parts, you're adding miles to the car. Yeah, the one, yeah, 128i, and now it's the coolant. It's saying low coolant, no matter how much coolant I put in it. I advise repairing yourself or getting one which is broke. Insurance goes cheaper if you are making it yourself. Yeah, my insurance actually went down. I was surprised, pleasantly surprised, that my insurance went down. A man thing. The main thing. Consider while buying luxury goods, it's keeping in mind the maintenance costs. Yep, that's right. It's the upkeep. That's what they say. It's not the initial. It's not the initial price. It's the upkeep, maintenance, and whatever is expensive. Yeah, Mercedes and BMW. Because again, they're foreign cars. They're imported. They're not locally made. Now, locally made might lower the price a bit because you got to pay for shipping, handling. Um, the fact that it is a foreign vehicle. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you need to consider. Yeah, you could wind up. Uh, yeah, but some people it's the status. When the ladies see you drive up in a BMW or a Mercedes, it really doesn't change anything as far as relationships. Girls aren't knocking down my door. Imagine if the Autobahn the Autobahn has no speed limit. Like, yeah, like, share, subscribe. Oh, there's Mikey D. I love you too. Yeah, Mike is back. Yeah. Yeah, boy. We're going to start to become familiar with people who join Eddie's Funhouse. The stuff the people who come on board. The SS Funhouse. Join the SS Funhouse. It's smooth sailing. I should get a captain's hat. All aboard the SS Funhouse. Go like a yacht cruise. Like, share, and subscribe. And buy something. I have so many links. Links in the description. And that's what I'm trying to promote. That's right, we need a campaign. That's how people, it's exposure. It's the amount of people who find out about you. When you want to get out there, put yourself out there, and continuously, without apologies. My stepdad's friend owns a workshop, so he's planning on creating it there with me, as we used to be a... You know what? that'd be good for YouTube also. So many people might be enthusiasts. You know, they might really want to learn how to work on their own vehicle. They called them shade tree mechanics back in the 50s. Shade tree mechanics. They would just work on their cars. Are you mechanical engineering? Maybe. Oh, yes, Ed. That's brilliant. Brilliant! Say, hey, everybody, we're going to put on this water pump. We're going to install this water pump. We're going to show you how it's done. Or this, we're going to change this battery out. We're going to show you how it's done. Have somebody hold the camera while another person is putting it together, you know. Not too sure which job I want. You know what? A lot of people don't. And you know what? You can become eclectic. You can try different jobs. Become a butcher, a baker, a candlestick maker. You know, you can play a fiddle. You can teach people how to play a fiddle or a violin. Depends on how you play it. I just want a car to drive me to the pub. Yeah, you should have someone drive you to the pub. That way you don't have to do the breathalyzer, you know, the sobriety test. You can get as drunk as you want to be, and then somebody can just put you in the back seat and take you home. Yeah, and whatever, yeah, just your whatever car. A self-driving car. That way if you're pissed, if you're, you know, if you're really drunk, you can just put in the coordinates where you want to go, and the car will drive you there. Jobs are for commoners. Yeah, business makes dreams come true. Yeah. You can make food items. Food items seem to be something that always gets the attention. Like if you make a really good spaghetti or pizza. My stepdad is planning on putting me as the second driver, even though eventually I have full ownership. Huh? Isn't that nice that you and your stepdad are doing something together? I like that. I like the sound of that. When people can actually get along and start something from the ground up. I might work for my dad's company. Yeah. Oh yes, 18,000 a year for people who just got out. Yeah, they need a job. People who just got out of college, get out of college, they need a place to work to earn their money. Yeah. It is good for beginners. And you know what? Put some of that away for when you get old, when you start getting old. And you'll need that money, you know, that cushion money. And I'll probably be able to get promoted. Yes, because you have experience. You can get a reputation in the workplace as a, you know, apparently the business earned. Wow, that's good. Congratulations on that. You know, a lot of businesses fail their first year. A lot of people who try to start a business, it says most businesses fail in their first year. It might become the stocks manager. Yeah, the sky is the limit. When things are happening, take advantage, full advantage of things that are going right. And then it'll kind of ease your mind a little bit. Yeah, they call it Bob's Your Uncle, or because then if you can become trusted as a family member in the business world, trusted, you might get more opportunities because they know you can handle it. And him is, yep. Consider the possibilities. And I worked for a family, the Craycrafts. They owned the auto parts. We were an auto parts distributor, if I could say that. Auto parts distributor. We distributed auto parts to different businesses that worked on vehicles. And yeah, they were a family owned business on Boxwood and Del Paso in Sacramento, California. I worked there for like 6 years. I think it was 6 years. I was a handful. I couldn't stay out of trouble, but I guess I was a good employee. They kept me. I actually quit working there because I went to work for Lumberjack. That didn't get me anywhere. Let's see. L.A. Fries. No, I haven't. Oh, I haven't seen them. No. I'm in Georgia now. I lived in California in 2017, and back in 2017, there were fires happening then. Actually, droughts. There were more droughts. When I was living in California, there was a severe drought, and they were making sure nobody used water excessively. Yeah, in Mississippi. Didn't the Mississippi River dry up? I think LA fires. I know. A lot of people are hit. They're saying it was an inside job. Yes, it did. And it makes me wonder, I remember we used to, every 4 years, we'd get a good rainfall, sometimes even flooding in California. We would get flooding in California. And it was like, yeah, every 4 years, the rivers would swell up. There would be like torrential rain. One time I couldn't even see across the courtyard because the rain was coming down so hard. It would over it would overwhelm the drains. We'd start getting flooding. The drains wouldn't be able to handle all the rain coming down. When I change my YouTube channel account to my actual name or whatever, should I? What do you want to be known for? Yeah. You could just give your first name like I did. You don't have to give your full name. But yeah, it humanizes you when you use your first name. People will know you by your first name at least. Like your friends at school, friends at work, they know you by your first name. Yeah, Rex is your name backwards. Okay. Sometimes as long as it's catchy. Some people don't use their real names. Like John Wayne, that wasn't his real name. It was a stage name. So you could probably think of a stage name. Like the movie Remo Williams. I prefer hiding your channel name because many people are not really nice. Yeah, don't matter if your channel is big or small. Yeah, a lot of things to consider, isn't it? A lot of things to look into and do your research. Sometimes you just learn by experience. You can only be taught by experience. No matter all the research, you could still have something that you didn't see coming. AI generated, yeah. I see some now. I see some videos that are AI generated. Or you can tell that a person's not speaking. It's dubbed. Their lips are like a projection, or it's like overlaid. Their mouths are not actually moving. I thought you bought some Nift. No, LOL. Wow, we're having a good conversation, aren't we? We got 3 people. Maybe this will take off. Maybe this will become something. A lot of movies and TV shows, people start the show thinking that it's not going to last long. Like Star Trek The Next Generation. And, Ghoulies 4, anyways, people start in movies and they don't realize that it's going to be a big deal, that it's going to actually catch on. Well, that's good. It's so nice because you should always take advantage of time you can be together as family. Especially around the holidays, people sometimes can't be with family. It's actually really good. I'm surprised by it. Good. Pleasantly surprised. I guess I feel pretty optimistic about this next year. I just hope I don't get more of the same. I hate it when I get more of the same. Instantly converted my data from my old phone. Yeah. Sometimes you can even transfer your phone number. You don't have to change your phone number. Family time. It is a blessing. You just never know. Family and, yeah, cherish every moment, every time you can spend time with family or friends. Life is like a vapor, they say, just waiting to pass. Oh, really? A logger and a half? Wow. That's, were you able to walk afterwards? Sometimes you don't realize you're drunk until you try to walk. Yeah, surprisingly nice. What lager? What is a lager? It's a beer. Yeah, lager. That's a different category, I think. There's beer and then there's lagers. Lagers are a lot darker, I guess. Yeah, nice. Did pass out. That's dangerous. Passing out is because you're dehydrated. If you drink too much alcohol, it dehydrates you, and then you feel it all over again. You feel it all over again when you drink water. If you try to hydrate yourself, the alcohol comes back. They call it hair of the dog that bit you, or something like that. Yeah, that alcohol, the cause of and the solution to all of life's problems. Alcohol is cool until it isn't. There was a country song called Blame It on the Alcohol. Blame it on the alcohol. I may or may not have had another can in the morning. Yeah, you may or may not have. I always stay away from alcohol. And yes, they're called vices. You know, we got to watch out for those vices. Alcohol, beer, women. Women can be a vice. You would never smoke. Yeah, good idea. Cigarettes, at least. I don't think cigars are bad for you. I think cigarettes definitely are. Cigarettes, they put a lot of stuff in there to keep the thing burning. Yeah, women cost too much. That's right. Women. You got to have them in moderation. You must moderate your female exposure to females. Too much. Can't live with them. Can't live without them. Alcohol would have about, yep, never 10 years, so every, yeah. We do have laughs, don't we? We gotta laugh at stuff. If we don't, yeah. You never get out of life alive. That's what they say. You never get out of life alive. It's the experience. I think just don't worry so much. Enjoy the experience. As long as you don't go hungry. As long as you don't wake up with your toenails painted. Yes. Yeah. Live in a moment. It's the little things. It's better to live life then yes, don't waste it. It's better to burn out than to fade away. That's how that Def Leppard song begins. Uten, creepin', cloppin', grobin'. All right, I got something to say. It's better to burn out than to fade away. I like that. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. Good food is must enjoy life at its finest. Cause who knows? Who knows what'll happen? What's Def Leppard was it? Oh, yeah, it was Def Leppard. That's right. You better believe it. I like Def. Isn't they? Aren't they a British band? Def Leppard. The one-armed drummer. I guess he lost his arm in a car accident. And oh damn! Oh, I sing good. Well, thank you. I'm gonna have to keep singing then. I like hearing that. I thought it was Offspring. No, it was. They might have, but you know what? I remember that. Rock of Ages was the song. The song was Rock of Ages. Starts out, Uten, creepin', cloppin', golden. I got something to say. It's better to burn out than to fade away. Not Angus Young. Bon Scott. Bon Scott had a saying, I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. I'll listen to that. Yeah, do that. There's so many of those 80s songs. Def Leppard. Yeah, Pyromania. If you ever, it's the album is called Pyromania. Pyromania. Rock of Ages. Rock of Ages. Still rolling. Rock and rolling. Another brick. Yes, that was Pink Floyd. Yeah. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. If you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? I love Pink Floyd. I love Pink Floyd. Lunatic Fringe, I know you're out there. What was that other song? There was another one. I have become comfortably numb. That's a good song. If you want to just relax, put on Comfortably Numb. Number 2 would be November Rain. Yeah, even cold November rain. I like that. Nothing lasts forever. Not even cold November rain. Sorry. That sounds like an alligator. This is going really good. But sadly, I have to leave now. Yes, you must get some sleep. Hi there. See you later. Yeah, thank you for coming by. I'll have to do this again. We'll have to do this again. We want to repeat what we like. I have 10-hour bike ride soon. Oh, wow. 10 hours of bike riding. That's not going to be good for the crotch area. So just a friendly reminder to all of you, please don't share any personal information. Yes. Well said. Okay. In 10 hours, yeah, I won't. Sure, I'll go again. Yeah. So my bike. Some people really feel free when they're bike riding. You know, they feel the wind on their body. They're gliding along on those two wheels. See you later. Yes, we will keep you in our prayers. So it has front suspension. Yes. I like shock absorption. I don't like to hit bumps really hard, especially on a bicycle. That's bad on the taint. The taint, yes. That little area, that when you're sitting on a bicycle seat. We had bikes called cruisers. They had like the banana seats or the really big wide seats. I just hit my drum cymbal accidentally and it made a loud sound. So you can play the drums, huh? You should make a video of that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool to play drums. Well, I think it's time. Yeah, make some videos. People like watching videos, especially when they got nothing to do. They're on their phone, scrolling and scrolling. I have about 12 pairs of drumsticks. You know what I heard about Daniel Radcliffe? He broke a lot of wands. He broke like 80 wands on the set of Harry Potter because he liked to drum. He liked to do drums with his wand, and he would break the wand. It's like, give him a drumstick. It's like, prop managers. I wonder what kind of job. What's that like being a prop manager? So if somebody uses a sword, if somebody uses a gun, the prop manager is responsible for that. So, that's awesome. Just say, hey, look, guys, I'm going to play the drums. Here I go. Boom, ba-da, boom, boom, ba-da, da, boom, ba-da. Boom, ba-da, boom, ba-da. Give us a drum solo. Well, I guess that's it for this episode. We'll have to... We played a lot of... Oh, yeah, Led Zeppelin. There was a video of a girl who sang a verse from Led Zeppelin, and then you say, oh no, and the guy started playing the drum solo, or the drums, because he couldn't help but finish the song. That's interesting how that works. You go dun 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 dun. Somebody has to go dun dun. If you looking for somebody hiding in a room, just go dun 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 dun. Then wait for them to finish it, and they'll give away where they're hiding. Well, listen, it's been fun. We'll do this more. I'll see you probably tomorrow. Just put a comment saying, I'm ready to go. And that way I'll know. Have a great day.